came in as crank no start. We checked first thing for spark. It had a good spark. We checked for fuel pressure. There was no fuel pressure. Tested the fuel pump relay, and the relay was working, and we could manually power the fuel pump up. But the fuel pump would not run cranking. The next thing we did was check to see if we had any fuel injector pulse. So we came over here to this connector because it's easy to get to. Disconnected it. The one wire is supposed to have 12 volts on it, and then the computer is supposed to ground switch that to fire the injectors, and we found 12 volts on both wires. So that's one strike against the computer. And then the next thing I did was I disconnected this throttle position sensor here, which is supposed to have 5 volts, ground, and then a signal from the TPS. And I had the ground is provided by the computer. That was good. And I had no 5 volt ref on that pin. So the next step I did was to check it for continuity to ground, and I had 165 ohms, I believe, to ground, so it was shorted to ground.
Which tells us that the computer was shorted internally.
Most likely, that was high in my mind at that point. The next thing I did was I went over here where the computer sits, disconnected the wire, and checked for any sensor shorts or wiring shorts. As soon as I disconnected that, the short to ground went away. And the whole time during the diagnostic process, if we were to turn the key on, I thought it smelled like old 90s cassette decks under the dash, if you know what that smells like. And so I suspected the computer all along. Went ahead and did the powers and grounds test to the computer. Those were all good. Pulled the computer out, and then that's what we found.
And that, if you know what burned electronics smell like, you can smell that through the photo. So I assume, Gabe, that your 90s cassette player smells like burned electronics.
I would reckon so.